can't get involved in this.
Vi ska bara... Nu, vänta! Det kan sjuk röst igen! Okej, nu ska vi se här. Nu ska vi... Save game. New save. Självklart.
So much for a quiet smoke.
Nu ska vi prata med honom där uppe.
You see,
Not looking for any...
it's the voice of someone who has something to hide.
There's no trouble. I don't want to be seen.
It's the god. Don't let him go.
Vi kommer inte köra cigaretter nu för det var minus på tärningslaget sen där.
Is it really that important?
Like a nerve.
All right, but make it quick. My name?
That's definitely.
No, of course.
Det är inte hans namn, det är real name. Han svarar inte.
I'd even go...
We will remove.
Oh.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, not you.
And when?
Last week?
Muscular dude.
It was my Sunday.
Sunday friend! Oh yeah.
He doesn't reply.
No. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Nu är det
I really need to
72%!
get going.
Ja, nu måste vi klara det här.
This isn't a place or time for questions. For a moment.
I am sorry.
But it's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Alltså, seriöst, är det så att nu startar vi liksom om spelet. Är det här en alltså game bug? Nu blir det Google här. Men, alltså, men jag har ju redan startat om spelet en gång här. Det här är egentligen katastrof att det existerar. Det är ju katastrof egentligen här. Det är feministernas fel. Precis, är det så? Ja, balcony smoker. Nu ska vi se här. I'm on the Switch version is stuck in a dialogue box of him. Anyone know how to fix this? There is a couple of bugs like this in the Switch version, alas. Go back to your last save point. You probably need to press home and properly quit the game and do this. Jag gjorde så. Your last save was ages ago. Do a quick save right before speaking with the character that's making the game bug. Start the dialogue however you like, but when you get to the last choice, the dialogue that triggered the character to walk off and leave you hanging. Don't pick it. Så att, okej. Vi kan alltså inte möta honom. Pick whatever options allows you to duck out and go back one step. If not obvious, try it on the start. Actually, I have more questions about the now try pick a dialogue will trigger the character walk off. It doesn't works. If that doesn't work, it's worked for everyone so far. Okay. Capture taken. Okej. Då får vi titta på lite laddskärm igen här då. Close it. Start it. Precis. En bugg är en funktion som inte står i användarmanualen. Okej, men nu har vi någonting här. Istället för att kasta tärningarna där på slutet och lyckas så ska vi bara skita i det. Go back to last save point, det jag ska göra när spelet vill ladda in. If your last save, start the dialogue however you like, but when you get to the last choice, the dialogue that triggers the character to walk off and leave you hanging. Don't pick it! Typiskt polska spel. Inte alla spel som gör det. Nej, alltså. Instead, pick whatever option allows you to duck out and go back one step. If it's not obvious, try the one that starts with actually or I have more question about X thing. Oj, shit. Kom åt en knapp. Så nu laddade vi, det var väl continuous. Så då borde det vara den som är precis där. Vi sparade precis innan. Now try picking the dialogue option that triggers the character to walk off. This should unstick the dialogue. Nu ska vi se här.
It's the voice of someone who has.
I don't want to.
Nu ska vi köra i allting här. Vi ska inte.
Like a no.
All right, but make it quick. Once my name.
That's.
No, of course.
Ask him again.
And
But he hasn't left yet.
I'd even.
We will.
Oh.
Wait. Is someone else?
I'm pretty sure.
And when?
Last week.
He's an.
You did.
It was my
Sunday friend. Ska vi se. Okay, all right. We talk later.
No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Convince him to stay. Och sen går han iväg. Även. Deletar du sparfilen? Nej.
Good luck with the investigation.
Då ska vi se. Nej, it's fucking trapped again. Nej!
He's gone.
Okay, det var ju synd. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Okej. Vi får nöja oss med det där då. Kort och gott. Men nu kommer vi vidare om man säger så. Ska vi se om vi hittar mer loot någonstans. Mer trash kvar. Här. Soptunnan.
Hey, up here, piggo.
Shut the fuck up. Deletar du min sparfil? Det tror jag inte. Det ska. Did she spill the paint? No. Inside the frame of motorcycle repair and those tools used to assemble it. Money! Trash. Looks like we was a construction here once decades ago. Pills, health item. Nu lootar vi stan på. Vi väntar ju på vår skill ska bli aktiverad, om man säger så som vi. It's worth more than you ever earned in all your life. Nu pratar vi med snubben som står och hänger där. Joyce menar jag, inte snubben. Men jag tycker det mer ser ut som en man på positionen som står där. Men, ja.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
Hej Joyce.
L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbor. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She stepped closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Joyce L. What does the L stand for?
Leighton, my maiden name.
Leighton. Her bony hand dangles from the sleeves of her oversized raincoat.
I meant you, the Revachol Citizens Militia, the police.
Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Jag tänker mer så här att vi är ett fyllo som försöker se en rik person.
I
Och...
was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
Flörta lite tänkte jag om vi får möjlighet.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual.
Medically.
But I can assure you of his ultimate competence.
Medical episode. Är det man kallar bakfylla alltså? Medical episode.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
Medical episode.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Lanbulla.
It's hard to get to read.
Får ligga på
disposition.
limpan och fixa en gift där.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
When do I want to hear about the trade secret?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade and Aliments that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? I will slay it!
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests
We
of
need
half
more
the
gifts.
civilized world, including your own.
Funkar det med en animatör eller grafisk designer eller vad han nu jobbar som, limpan? Han är väl på svensk mark numera va?
What the man means
Det var gott för lite jordnötter.
and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
På Arrowhead Studio eller vad han jobbar på.
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Oj då.
Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Behemoth, racist behemoth. Behemoth.
What can I say? The union employs a giant.
Ja,
covered in
men
tattoos.
det är en kompetent studio.
I guess that's part of their big tent organization now.
Då ska vi se. Finns det någon wiki här istället för att behöva gå in på deras hemsida? De har även gjort Gauntlet som var helt okej. Helldivers var helt okej. The Showdown Effect har jag inte prövat. Men har inte de fått ut någonting sedan 2015? Va? Jag vet om att de gjorde ju någon trailer, Gauntlet, Showdown Effect, Helldivers vet jag att jag ändå spelar en del. Magica också, och Gauntlet. De anställde vi ser en koppling. Nej, jag är inte så insatt i vad de
Let's say I was not
har gjort i
making the
övrigt
kind
sedan
of progress I'd
2015.
hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks
Jag ska
ago.
sluta äta nötter, men det är bara
Yes,
så himla
in
gott.
the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been two
Men nu har jag
prior
snart gått
strikes,
30 minuter
both
in
times
game.
the union won significant
Vi får fråga honom när han blev anställd. Ja.
including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Cool!
Yes, extremely. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again?
Oh yeah.
Yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Ja, jag tror, eftersom han är i Sverige nu och ska träffa sin familj uppe i Norrland någonstans eller var han kommer ifrån, har inte koll. Han håller på Modo, va? Och det är väl i Örnsköldsvik det? Eller, ja, det är väl där Modo är ifrån för Övik. Så att eftersom han är hemma i Sverige, familj och det, så misstänker jag, är han från Skellefteå? Men håller inte han på Modo? Om man är från Skellefteå kan jag inte hålla på Modo. Nej, han kanske skulle till Skellefteå. Ja. Någonstans norr om Uppsala, det är Norrland. Strunt samma. Han ska ju... Så... Och allt söder om Jönköping. Linköping i Skåne. The most of the workers probably don't know what that means. I like it. I don't know what to think about it. All regressive comment posturing seems like they have no idea. Forget it.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker a member of the board. It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what, about anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines group.
That's pretty funny. I mean, the worker can't be kings. The king is king. The king is dead. Long live the workers, they.
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now...
Allt norr om Göteborg, precis. Jag trodde allt norr om Ullared var typ Norrland.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The
At
one
the
whose
gates?
very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, call me mañana.
Mañana.
This checks out.
The scabs at the gate, did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Tell him about the union boss,
Everard
Mr.
Clare is a
Collar.
man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt.
Corrupt!
I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
He can't be that bad.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
There are two of him?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo.
Så där ja.
While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Outside the brother.
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She says the state looking for the right expression.
The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer.
Crime
The
syndicate.
company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the right of local working men. A giant lead sucking the light out of Revocol. Basically a socialist mob.
Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers.
Okay. You said something happened in the election.
I'm glad you asked.
5 XP. No,
There
no.
was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work.
Ever.
End of story.
It happens.
That's it?
But it happens.
Suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do.
Vi
It
ska
was a
så jävla
union
snurriga i det här spelet ska vi vara.
The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things
Happen around Claire.
Claire's. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, man. We'll be just...
Of course. How else can I help?
Kan det vara bara en? You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead.
Of course there are.
Nu råkar jag heala mig
We're on
själv.
an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get
Eller?
around?
Vi hade ju 4 förut. Nu har vi bara 3. Strunt samma. Jag har 3 hälsa. Look around.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
I thought we were in Ravishol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
I thought... Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail boat
I
runner.
haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Ravachol industrial harbor.
It's not a
fun.
toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Why?
Why what? Stop thinking. Take her
Take
down.
her! Take her down! It come off like I'm not envious, and I'm not. Why am I even thinking about this? I have a police work. I need to nail her for this.
Before you do, it might be pertinent to ask a few more questions.
Hey!
Learn whatever you can about this boat of hers.
Let's talk about the economics of this boat you're on.
The boat?
Okej, vi pratar lite mer om båten.
It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word it
It.
feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
But your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about sleek fish? How about X something?
What?
Because it's sleek and
I
fish-like.
think I'll stick with the factory name, but thank you.
Försökte jag vara lite rolig igen där. Cool, but your
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer.
Aldrig varit så intresserad av
Also
båtar
happens
tidigare.
to be rated for category 1 racing.
Ah,
My sloop, I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder investigation.
Yes, det har så lite att göra med vårt mörderinvestering. Vi pratar med, ja.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she
As she
smiles.
smiles.
Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act.
Okej, nu kör vi. Gå in for the kill!
Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Jag tänker mer på att hon är också en liten tar mutor. Class war time, baby!
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator.
He doesn't look like the think you best in her single...
Then what does that say?
She
Does
pointed...
it say docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A? 33A, this old proletarian haunt here. As I said, plenty of people drive boats of all social strata.
Ja, vi kommer inte klara det här, men...
She takes a sip.
Fuck, vi förlorar.
Okay.
Something is about to happen in here.
Of course.
Nothing happens for quite a while.
They will come from my head, the arguments.
As they do.
The thoughts happen inside his brain.
Wave your hand next to your head. It will help.
It doesn't.
Keep waving your hand slowly.
My, it's as if there's a tiny spinner on the side of his head and he's reeling thoughts out.
Except he isn't.
Except he isn't.
The lieutenant is satisfied with where this is going.
A thought is going to come out of my head and into my mouth, and I will say it.
Of course. Lieutenant, I truly don't understand what is happening here.
I told you his methods are unconventional.
Why? Well, I'm usually sharp. I don't know what's happened.
It
What?
was quite a while ago, but I think,
Oh.
yes, we...
Conclude. Oh, shit. Tell me about your wild pines. What did you do?
What we
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
I'm afraid I don't speak for wild pines as whole. It's a giant undertaking.
The Pines' core competency is logistics.
Min moral sjönk.
Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Men, jag ska sluta använda styrkorset.
Son Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
You're in good company.
Why, thank you.
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in
Hon kan
revenue.
betala för mitt boende.
A billion?
a billion. Whoa, what is it? I thought wild pies was supposed to be a big number like that mean nothing to me. The money I owe is so much less than that.
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What is this made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands. And to think, there are years when the group books losses in the billions. Walpines employ 72,000 people, all of whom have families that depend on their salaries. It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where does the Walpines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between
Det är så här,
Samaran
är det här relevant eller ej?
250
Man vet inte.
When pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
För jag tänker, vi får ju ändå information här om någonting. Kan vi använda det senare i någon senare konversation någonstans? Det är liksom...
Centuries of care, deliberation and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it. You mean aside from being the
För den här konversationen är ju lite seg. Alltså, lite skillnad jämfört med... Som där liksom, när vi typ stötte kula var ju kul en stund där. Trots att de spelade boll. Och sen blev ju den seg, massa historietjafs. Och likadant med... Vissa är lite interaktiv bok. Ja, alltså... Det är ju ändå mer interaktivitet i det här spelet än vad det är i The Quarry till exempel, eller Until Dawn. Stötta kul rules. Ja, det var ju faktiskt riktigt kul. Vi bara, det sätter kula ut i vattnet. Och de bara, vad fan gör du med vår boll? Vi spelar ju boll här. 8% of all cargo in the world, that's quite the endeavor indeed. You don't keep...
We built this district.
Men jag vill ändå lyssna på allting om man säger så, för vi får ju XP på det här.
There it is. She owns up to it.
All the best parts of it. Rue de
Så att-
Saint-Gislaine, with its bastions. The plazas Meteor and Mosaic.
Visst att vi får mest XP när vi klarar av ett quest, en sidequest eller sånt där.
From the WP.
Behind where the seawall rises.
Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company
Du säger, då fick vi 5 XP
for a
igen.
weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution.
Liksom, man kan ju plocka upp sidequests genom att prata med folk och allt sånt där, så att det känns som att...
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
You seem rich, can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy.
Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub. Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang.
Vi behöver bara ha 60, så har vi råd med ett nytt hotellrum.
Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry.
Det regnar och där står vi i vår tanktop med en ölflaska, soppåse, svettig slips, bruna skjortor och en sko.
These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason. Now look at you.
You're a
misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
Oh.
You're poor, poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Ashamed. I'm not ashamed. What is this feeling? I've never felt it before. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough. As I should be for even considering it. This is a woman and I'm a man. Vi måste ju köra det här. Det är väl inte det som passar min karaktär bäst som vi försöker spela.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No.
The more
The
demeaning.
more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet. Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Can I have some money? Can I have some money? 42%. Vi prövar.
I am sorry. It just doesn't come out of your mouth. What does is...
Excuse me? I didn't hear you.
What you meant to say was...
Kan vi pröva den igen eller? Om vi liksom volition och går upp.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
Come put them
The
something.
information I'm to share with you includes sensitive...
Secret task complete!
For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names
Nice.
and badge numbers.
I don't have a badge.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will
Undrar om vi ens får ner kroppen efter
How
i det här
curious.
spelet, i
Why
den
is
här
that,
streamen liksom.
detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told I recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
It's possible. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life and the world. I couldn't eat in for all I know. I don't remember anything in this world.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
She must have been suspecting something for a while.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize.
Joyce is
I'm
in for the
afraid I
illusion,
simply
okay?
can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Okay, what kind of arrangement would it be? How do I negotiate my way out of this? Then I'll find somehow. Then I'll find it somewhere. Let's... Oj, det här.
She's a negotiator.
Success!
Just float a favor at her.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Yes, like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Vi har ju en sidequest där för att hitta den där.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Hey,
Go around.
hey,
Who, me?
yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
It's your... What? Get the fuck out of here. No.
Volumetric shit.
Yes! Nu kan vi plocka... Barnet hänger där.
Scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Vi kan se bonuses då. All endurance, white check, unlocked learning cap for endurance race to 4. Jaha, okej. Så här. Bring. De andra här får vi ju lösa upp vart efter det blir någonting. Okej, nu ska vi se här. Uh-oh! Okej, vänta. What the fuck? Vad gick det här till? Jag har ju typ hängt där i all evighet och lite till. Vänta. Undrar om det var det var. Här är det någonting. Här då. Yeah, we're back. Vad fan? Det måste byta ut med grenkontakten nere. Den glappar någonting sån här av och på flippen där. Den måste glappa så vi måste byta ut den. Det var Smutsen. Kan vi se. The smoke, find a way to large apartment building. Det är de här sidequesten som vi ska försöka göra då liksom. Och nu kan vi ju... Vi ska prata med honom här. Han viskar ju för att vi pratar i tysthet.
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, you know, not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
So we're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Ja.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. Nej. What do you propose that we don't investigate the drug trafficking? We could just, you know, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have
Han var
changed
sarkastisk igen.
by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
I'm sorry for... Okej. Ska prata med henne.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic
Party!
psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The material come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Okej.
Wild Pine seems to be
Du ska
well
behöva...
apprised of the local drug trade, man.
Nu ska vi inte bara utreda en hängning. Vi ska även utreda knark.
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Knark! Knark! För det bästa är det, vi hade ju vår rasistchaufför där borta. Racist lorry driver. Så den andra snubben där också som vi pratade med också som körde äpplen eller vad var det? Whatever. Kanske var samma.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Racist lorry driver.
The handoff. The motor
Lenny!
at the roundabout.
Lenny! Lenny! The lorries?
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Woo!
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Jag är också liksom,
alltså, nu fick vi lite mer info här som är relevant än jämfört när vi pratar med båten och grejer. Men tiden i spelet går. Nu är klockan 19:59 dag 1. Vad händer i natt? Vi skulle ju betala hotellrummet. 97-årig maskinskriverska dömd för att hon var sekreterare i polska dödsläger. Det var ju tragiskt. Nu blev hon 8, då tändes det. Trevligt.
Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in on my motor carriage.
Alltså, om hon var 18 när hon jobbade i läget som en sekreterare, så känns det kanske lite sent att döma henne om hon har lyckats bli 97 nu.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand. We did.
Nej.
On more than one occasion.
Hon dödar ingen, hon vaktar ingenting. Hon...
disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Säkert så postade hon bara massa brev överallt.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement.
Skötte om arkivet liksom.
It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
Men frågan är ju om hon ens visste att det var ett polskt dödsläge när hon jobbade där. Hon behövde ha ett jobb, det var krig. Hon kanske bara, shit, jag behöver någonting att göra. Ja, men jag får jobba i ett arbetarläger. Liksom. Det är väl schysst. Göra någonting for the cause, liksom.
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
Ja.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded by some?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate.
De ska börja jaga
then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock.
Överlever från andra världskrigets barn och ja, jag vet inte vad de ska hitta på. Och hon kallades ondskans sekreterare. Hon döms för bidragit till över 10 000 mord. Och för det får hon alltså 2 års villkorlig dom. Ondskans sekreterare. Men alltså... Då kan man ju säga så här, som, jag tänker bara, nu är ju de flesta döda från andra världskrigen då. Det är inte så många som lever kvar där längre som var med under den tiden, för det var ett tag sedan. Men alltså, om man ska börja så där. Alla statsanställda under andra världskriget var då medhjälp till utrotningen. Även om de ideologiskt tillhörde ett annat parti än nationalsocialisterna, om man säger så. Så eftersom de utförde ju då myndighetsgrejer, även om det inte var ett läger, så hjälpte de ju hela den här maskineriet att fungera på ett eller annat sätt. Även om det var någon jävla telegraf som satt där eller kopplade samtal och allt sånt där. De är lika mycket medhjälp dem. Indirekt då. Så att det är ju väldigt konstigt då att man gör här nu, var det sig ondskans sekreterare. Man vet ju inte vad hon har gjort, men hon lär ju inte ha... Hon låg ju inte bakom besluten över att de inte skulle få mat eller att de skulle gasas ihjäl, eller hon sköt inte dem och allt sånt där och det. Så hon lär ju ha inte varit med där. Hon har tydligen bett om ursäkt i alla fall. Alltså det är också egentligen liksom, det är också så här, jag gjorde det där för tiden, kändes det rätt för den situation som vi allting befann oss i. Men så här efteråt så visar sig att det inte var rätt. Jag ber om ursäkt över allt lidande som det jag hjälpte till med har orsakat. Sen borde det vara fine with that. För i sånt fall ska ju alla som har någonsin medverkat i ett krig åka dit. Det är bara att ta att då borde ju massa statsanställda i USA åka dit för brott, eftersom de invaderade ju i Irak för att de hade kärnvapen, men de har fortfarande inte hittat några kärnvapen. Så de alltså gick in och krigade och tog över ett land på falska grunder, vilket borde då också vara i sånt fall någonting man ska sättas dit för. Hur fan blir man till mord genom att skriva maskin? Ja, de kanske underlättar flödet på information över att nu ska de här 500 duscha. Om man säger så. Och sen bara pip. Men nu har jag postat det här brevet som bekräftar att de här 500 har nu duschat.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
Yes?
Okay, accept.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout.
Jag hade väl förstått om hon hade blivit tagen i närtid till andra världskriget. Blivit förhörd och att hon hade fått, om det hade varit någonting som man kommer fram till ska generera något form av straff, tydligen 2 års villkorligt, så hade det varit väl relevant att ge det då.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the draw.
Nu är det liksom fjompigt bara.
You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Low down in this reality.
This reality?
Yes, reality is your side case.
My side case.
An experimental
Experimental side case. I'm conducting a personal investigation into the world that I find myself in. It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even more. No time to explain this. Give me a lowdown. Actually, okay.
How truly curious. A sort of philosopher detective.
My theory is that this inquiry into the nature of reality will ultimately converge with our murder investigation. They're really one and the same.
Are they now?
Det är nog, ja.
A deep synthesis.
Mer XP.
I'll assist you however I can then. Go ahead.
Ask.
All right, we're in.
Ooh.
I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are we? Very low. Low. Okej, vi börjar med what are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Well, hello, where are we, menar jag? And what, baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock.
Vild biljakt på Essingeleden i Stockholm. Fan vad häftigt.
You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten even. Shelled to smithereens during the revolution.
You mentioned a sea. What
It has its
sea is
charms,
this?
just not this time of... It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. Yes.
Vi håller henne lite
We're on
kort här,
an
för hon är så jävla
island in
seg här.
ocean.
Known to the early Revacholians as les immensités bleues, the blue immensities, vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before.
För nu pratar vi om sånt som känns helt så här meningslöst.
As
För
I
att,
told you, Martinez used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it, and the art Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble.
It is clear this pebble and to humanity at large.
Revachol. Revachol is what you call
City.
a city, the great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriot.
History detective. They built the nations of the Occident.
Jävlar vad hon var pratglad om det här.
Feminine and in the DeLorean century. They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest. By that I mean conflicts. We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island, able to sustain up
So
to
we're an
200
unimportant part
million
of an
people
important place.
in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. Speak for yourself, officer. I'm well known in Serbia. 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank.
Man vet inte vad man kan hitta i såna här konversationer. Det är därför jag inte...
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. There is no recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
I don't know any of this.
We are where we are.
Nu fick vi något mer.
No true answer to give, unfortunately.
Fought gained. Kolla, vi fick ju någonting här nu. XP, fought gained.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something
Where
else you
are
wanted
you?
to know? I remember something
Where
about
am
the
I?
lowdown.
What is everything?
This has been informative. Thank you, man.
Ja.
I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Monsieur will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
But won't I be lazy if I do it all now? Okej, vi avslutar här.
Not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
Okej, vänta, vi springer vidare. Vi ska få ner den där.
The little that I know. Anything else? Of course, detect.
Vi ska få ner den där jävla kroppen nu alltså. Så. Vi fick ju en... Ska vi se här inne. Get reality lowdown. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in a greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Det var ju det vi gjorde nu. Okay. Keep asking Joyce question about reality or return later. Should we have some info? Var det Vita Hästen det var? Jag såg bara en notis att det var ungdomar i någon hockeyklubb som i periodpausen drog en lina liksom.